Win last weekend, how big a victory was it, do you think, for you?
Yeah, it was massive. Obviously, coming off the back of 3 defeats, two big games against QPR and Leicester, we lost at home. Wasn't nice to take, but as I say, we knew what we had to do. We knew we had to get a couple of results, a couple of big wins, and we got one, and we need another one as well. I think we want to get to that 40-point mark, and then I think we've had a decent season then.
Everyone says 40 points, and I know your manager certainly doesn't let up until it's that 40-point mark. Do you really think that 40 is what you're going to need?
To be honest, we're not even thinking about what we need. It's what we want to achieve, and the gaffer's set out to achieve 40 points this season. When he first come to the club, that's what he was on about, and we're really close to it now, and hopefully we can achieve that.
And the win and the manner of the win at the weekend, has that ended what was kind of one of your worst runs, the 3 defeats in a row, do you think?
Yeah, I think it was, but I think, to be honest, we wasn't playing badly. We was just getting a bit unlucky. The goals we conceded, it was a bit unlucky on a team performance, and but as I say, we managed to get the win over the line. It was a great result, especially the run Crystal Palace was on. And it was nice to go to their place and beat them.
Tell me about your goals of late.
Yeah, it was, as I say, we half worked on the set piece, and I was coming onto it, and when I took my first touch and I'm at that range, I just wanted to hit the ball, and it was nice to see it go in the net, but it was nice to get the 3 points. It doesn't matter who scores. It was an important game of the season, and we needed to get the 3 points, which was the most important thing.
But scoring a really important goal and scoring a goal that was taken so sweetly must give you a greater sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, definitely. People say all the goals count. When you score a goal, they all count. Doesn't matter if it's a tap-in or doesn't matter if it's a screamer. But when it leaves your boot and you see it go in the net from that distance, nothing's better. So.
But we've seen clips of you on YouTube and I think maybe on the Albion website, just the practicing that you do. Is that just drilled into you from a really early age?
Yeah, I think it's the way you've been brought up. I think it's the way your coaches, your parents, everyone installs to you, and that's what I've been brought up. We're brought up to always do extra, to work hard, and that's what I do.
And do you see that in kids nowadays coming up?
You do. You see it in some kids, but you don't see it in others, and it's a shame because all the young lads should be doing it, and sometimes I think the young lads these days get a bit carried away, thinking that they've made it at 16, 17, where they haven't, and they all should. If you look at the best players in the world, people say that Ronaldo's the first player off on the pitch and the last player off it, same as Messi, and that's what people should be looking to do.
Did you clean boots when you were growing up? Did you ever do that?
I've done everything. I clean changing room, boots, change bin bags, clean gyms. But as I say, it's all part of learning.
Do you see any of that now?
To be fair, you see some of it. You don't see as much now as what we used to do. But the lads still clean the boots and things like that. But as I say, I think you should be doing it because it's all part of learning your grade.
Now, going back to the goal scoring, you scored 2 in a row. You've yet to score. Well, why should you? Because you're a midfielder. But I was just looking at the stats. He's never scored 3 goals in a row. So that's something to aim for.
Yeah, definitely. To be fair, it doesn't matter if I score 10 in a row. We just want it's a team game. We're a team, and we just want to get the points over on the board. And individually, yeah, it will be amazing. But as I say, it's more important for the team than me.
This Liverpool side you're going to face this weekend, what team are you going to see? Are they going to be one that's hurting from the weekend?
I don't think so, because they're a top class team. They've got world class players in the team, and top class teams always bounce back. So as I say, we're not going to go into it thinking, yeah, Villa done them at Wembley. They're going to be suffering a bit. No, we're going to be in their faces from the word go, and hopefully we can upset them as well.
They've got strength in all sorts of areas. Who do you think their key players are?
Oh, yeah, you look at Sterling, you look at Gerrard, the defender. To be fair, you can't, with a team like Liverpool, with the top 5, top 6 teams, you can't pick out individuals because they're there because they're a top class team, and yeah, so you can't really pick out individuals.
You mentioned Gerrard. He's a player that has been much loved. He's one of the Premier League's greatest kind of players that we've had. in terms of this could be, if he plays this weekend, the last time you face a player like him. How good has he been for Liverpool and for the league itself?
I honestly think you can't replace him. He's that good. He's been a credit to English football. He's a top class player, and the way he conducts himself. He's a top class person as well. And I think every young English player growing up wants to be Steven Gerrard. He's a top class player, and he's a top class individual.
Okay, we mentioned Liverpool. They're your next team, but that running, I know you've known since the start of the season what your running is, but the remaining games, they're toughies, aren't they?
Yeah, every game in the Premier League's a tough game. But as I say, the way the gaffer's got us playing now, the way the gaffer's got us set up, if we're on it and we're doing it right, I fancy us against anybody, especially at home. As you've seen on Saturday, we go away to Crystal Palace, who've been on fire, and we set up right and we got the result. You look at when Southampton come to the Hawthorns, they was on fire at the time as well, and we beat them. And as I say, we just need to make sure that we're on it and we're right. Obviously we're set up right.
Playing at home in front of your home fans, it's important to give them something to shout about, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously the fans have been brilliant all season. Even on Saturday they was there in their numbers and they never stopped singing. So we need that again on Saturday, and hopefully we can get the result over the line.